You will have seen that in the steam line or in the steam pipeline system, we use the relief devices. For example, PRV and PSV. So what is the purpose behind it? In this video, we are going to discuss about it. Okay, so let's start the video. So first of all, we will discuss about the what is the purpose. So if I talk about the PRV, so PRV stands for pressure relief valve, means simply it will relieve the pressure. You could see here, this is your steam pipeline. Okay, so what is the meaning of relief? The relief means, let's suppose if in the upstream, the pressure is 8 bar and in a downstream you want the pressure 3.5 bar. So you will get this pressure in the downstream, right? So it will relieve the pressure. And what is the meaning of PSV? PSV is your pressure safety valve. There will have some set pressure. So if that set pressure is achieved, so what will happen, that simply this PSV will pop up and your steam will go to the atmosphere until your system or your pipelines comes under the overpressurization, right? Okay, so PSV stands for pressure safety valve, PRV stands for pressure relief valve, and these both are installed in the steam line to protect the equipment and piping from overpressurization. Okay, means there could be overpressurization situation could be occur. So to avoid that situation, we use the relief devices, right? So now the question arises that how could be what are the reasons that the overpressurization could be occur. So there could be any malfunction in your control valve, let's suppose TCV, or in a boiler, that is a steam producing device. Are you getting my point? And there could be thermal expansion in a pipeline, and there could be blockage in the pipeline, as well as there could be the rupture. Okay, so these situations could occur the overpressurization in the system. So if the overpressurization will be occur, so what will happen, that it will disturb the downstream section. So if it will disturb the downstream section, so what will happen, that your system or your process will not be the stable. So to stable your process, you install the relief devices like PSV, PRV, or the rupture disc. Are you getting my point, what I want to say? So simply see here, this is my one steam line. You could simply see here, there are some instrument we have used like PG. Okay, the valve we have used here. Okay, the control valve we have used here, right, to regulate the pressure as we discussed. And this is the bypass line we have used here. And let's suppose if some malfunction could occur in this valve, so simply we could operate from the bypass line, right? And the relief system is used here, right? Typically in a steam line, you will see these assemblies or these components. Are you getting my point? There could be PT, TT as well, but most of the time the relief system you will find here. Are you getting my point, what I want to say? Now, what are the purpose of using the PRV and PSV? What are the more purpose? So the first one is that it regulates the pressure. As I told you, let's suppose that from your boiler or from the turbine, okay, let's suppose you got the steam at the battery limit and the steam is at 8 bar. You find the steam at 8 bar. But now in your system, for example, let's suppose you are using steam as a preheater, right? You want to heat something and you are using the steam, and at that point and in that system you want steam at 3.5 bar. So you will let down it. Okay, and you will also want that, for example, if you want the low pressure steam, so that low pressure steam will have some range. For example, let's suppose 2 to 3.5 bar, right? So how will you maintain that pressure from this pressure? You will require some pressure regulating valve. Are you getting my point, what I want to say? And also you will want that pressure could be maintained throughout the operation, right? That's why these relief devices comes into the picture. So what the PRVs do, PRV and PSV helps to maintain the downstream pressure of the system. Mainly this is done by the PRV, not PSV. What the PSV will do, for example, if the pressure increases above the set point, so simply it will pop up and release the your steam from from the pipeline or from the system to the atmosphere, right? Okay, it also protect your equipment. Okay, the PSV and PRV, you will see that in the pressurized vessel, so the PSV is installed in the pressurized vessel. You will see in a steam drum there will be PSV. You will see if there is something, let's suppose you will see that in a steam line there will be the PSV. You will see in a positive displacement pump there will be the PSV. So what is the purpose of that? It protects your system. Like here we are discussing about the steam system. So for example, boilers, pipelines, turbines, etc., as they have certain pressure limits. Okay, for example, if I talk about the boiler, so that boiler will have some certain limit to generate the pressure. Okay, and let's suppose if the pressure increases above that, so what will happen then? Your system could be leads to the failure. Okay, so to protect your system from the failure or from the damage, what you do, you provide the PSV there. You provide the PSV and PRV, I said. You provide that so that your system could not go towards the failure or towards the damage, right? So mainly it protects the equipment. Also, it protects the system from the failure as well as overload. Okay, so PSV and PRV protects the system in the event of sudden increase in pressure production or an unexpected steam failure. So just assume that if your system goes to failure or there is some unexpected system failure or the sudden increase in the steam production, so what will happen that it will simply increase the pressure or disturb the downstream section. So to protect your downstream section from the over pressurization or from the unexpected steam production, so you provide the PSV and PRV in the steam line. Okay, and as well as in a plant, the personal safety is very important, right? The personal safety comes first of all. So the PSV and PRV is installed in the pressurized vessel. It is also provided in the steam, as we have discussed. Okay, so this PSV and PRV helps to provide the personal safety. Why? Because mainly we operate the steam at the high pressure, okay, as well as the high temperature. So if someone comes in the direct contact of that steam, so it could lead to some injury. Okay, some serious injury. So to avoid that serious injury, okay, and from the over pressurization, let's suppose if this could happen in an over pressurization situation, so by installing the PRV and PSV, it could be avoided. Are you getting my point? Or mainly by installing the PRV. So it is recommended that please use the PPE kit while dealing or while working in a plant, right? Whether you are handling the steam system or any system, please use the PPEs. Okay, and we have already discussed about the PPEs in our previous videos. You could check it out. Now in the last, code and regulation, right? So if you are handling a steam system, or the pressurized vessel, so it is mandatory by the SME in a boiler regulation that you will have to use the relief devices. It could be PRV or PSV to protect your system from the over pressurization as well as to protect the above scenarios. Okay, so many industrial process and the facilities are required to comply with safety codes and regulation that mandate the installation of PRVs in the steam system. Okay, so whenever we design the plant, we also follow some code and standard, right? That we will discuss in our upcoming videos. So if you are handling the high pressure system, if you are handling the steam, so the PSV and PRVs are required in a steam system, right, to protect the system from the over pressurization. I hope you got this point, because in a steam or in a gas, it behaves not like a liquid. Okay, if sudden pressure increases, so your pressure will be shoot up, right? If suppose if you are handling the pressure at 3 bar and suddenly if the pressure increases, so it will shoot up very fast. But in the liquid case, it is not like that, right? So that's why we said that whenever you are using the steam, please use it very carefully. I hope you understood this point. I hope you understood the reason behind the why we use the relief devices in a steam system. If you have any doubt in this video, please let me in the comments box. So that's all for the today's video. Thanks for watching. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.